So once you've got the principle of how to make easel cards, you can start to do some really fancy things. For example, look at this. I've done a standard fold easel in the centre, but then I've done a twisted easel at either side. And I just think it looks very, very advanced. But actually, it's just using the same techniques that we've talked about. So you're going to start with a sheet of A4 cardstock again, right? And we're going to bring that in on the ultimate. And the first thing we're going to do is score it in half. Now, I know this is A4, and I'm going to tell you to use the half fold A5 line, which is this one here. Now, the reason we're doing that is because usually the A4 would be this way. You will always place the shorter end against the handle. And if we were to place it that way, we would be scoring at the width of A5. So you're going to lie it on with the longer edge against the handle and score the half fold A5 line, which is where you've got the two together. It's the second one. Fold it over just like I've taught you to do and burnish that crease. And what you end up with is a very long tent fold card. Now then what we need to do is we need to split this first section into 3 equal panels, and there's actually a line on here to do that, and it's the tri-fold A4 line, which is the one right next to the one we've just used, half fold A5. So I'm going to lie the shortest end on, and I'm going to score it tri-fold A4 just to the halfway point. And I'm going to flip it round so we're working on the opposite side, and again on the same section score the tri-fold A4 line. So we've now got that in 3 equal panels. And then using a craft knife, I'm quite a steady hand with the craft knife, but if you're not, you might want to use a steel edge ruler here as well. We're just going to cut right up the central point of these two, okay? So you can see we've now got 3 panels. Now the easiest one to start with is the centre one, because remember what I said, we're going to do that one as the half fold. So if I fold these 2 back so that you can see what I'm working on, we're going to score this one in half, which is the gatefold A5 line. Okay, so that folds in half exactly like this. And then on these outer 2, what we need to do is we need to fold them inwards. So we're going from the inner point to the outer point. So I'm just lining them up, and all I've done is I've found a line under here, lining that up, twisting this round until that is adjoining here, and I'm scoring that line. Now if in doubt about getting crease lines in the right place, you can always score it on both sides. All right? So you can see that is giving me a crease that is going to fold up this way. And then on the opposite corner, we're going to do the same. We're going to go from the central point to the outside point. And I'm just scoring it on both sides so that I get a nice even crease line. And then all we need to do is stick our panels over the front. So the easiest way to measure these is actually just to make that card up completely again. Before you do your score lines, just actually cut along here. So you get your 3 squares exactly the same size. I'll start with the centre one again, just like I showed you on the standard easel. We'd put tape just on one half and then line these up perfectly. Then on the triangular one, we're going to put tape on the triangular side, and I'm going to line these up perfectly. And then exactly the same here, tape on the front section. And it might seem a little bit complicated, but by the time you've made this card a few times, it actually becomes quite a quick one to make. Then the last point with any easel card is bringing in your stoppers, always on foam pads. So there's my 1, 2, and the 3rd one. Just line that up. And you can see if I bring back the other one, you'll see what I've done here is I've actually used some little gems, but created the stoppers in the same way. And again, I've just printed onto the cardstock before we've done the decoration. And if you ever get that, all you need to do is burnish your creases again a little bit more to make that card stand up absolutely perfectly, just like that.